You are doing well today. I would like to discuss a very important topic that affects all of us in our daily lives: how to boost your productivity with simple tricks. In today's fast paced world, many people feel busy but not truly productive. So, the question is, how can we work smarter, not harder? Let's explore some simple and practical ways to improve our productivity. And in today's discussion, we will learn about this. You listen very carefully our discussion, and now we will start
Hey, what's
questioning.
up?
Hello, how are you?
Good to hear from you. I'm doing
Okay,
all right, just
fine.
existing, you
Okay,
know?
and fine.
How about
Today we
yourself?
will discuss about the topic. Our topic is how to boost your productivity with simple tricks. I will answer question you. You will give me the answer. Okay.
Gotcha. Sounds good. All right, lay it on me.
Okay.
What's your first question?
My first
All
question
right.
is what.
So,
My first question is what does productivity really mean to you?
hmm, that's a good place to start. To me, it's not about doing a million things. It's about doing the right things and feeling good while you're at it. It's kind of the opposite of just being busy, you know? Like busy can feel frantic, but productive feels intentional. What about you? What does it mean to you?
Okay, right. My second question is why do many people feel busy but still unproductive?
That's the million dollar question, isn't it? I think a lot of it comes down to focus. We're constantly bombarded with stuff, notifications, emails, just noise. It's easy to mistake activity for accomplishment. You're moving, doing things, but are they actually moving you towards your goals? It's like running on a treadmill, a lot of effort, but you don't actually go anywhere. Does that resonate?
Okay, right. What are the biggest distractions in daily life?
Oh man, where do we even start? I'll say I've heard phones are pretty high up there, like the little dopamine hits every time you get a notification. It's designed to be addictive, right? Social media definitely plays a role too, the endless scroll. And then there's just the general feeling of needing to be on all the time, the fear of missing out. But it really boils down to anything that pulls your attention away from what you intended to work on. What do you think are your biggest time sucks?
Okay, you tell me, how does uh, mobile phone usage affect productivity?
Okay, so mobile phone usage, it's kind of insidious, right? It's not just the time spent actually using the phone, but the constant context switching. Every time you glance at a notification, your brain has to refocus when you go back to your work, and that takes a toll. It fragments your attention, makes it harder to enter a state of flow, that feeling of being fully immersed in what you're doing, plus all those little hits of dopamine are distracting, to say the least. Heard a thing about people putting their phones in another room when they really need to focus. It's brutal, but it works.
Can morning routine improve uh, productivity? How?
Okay, so can a morning routine improve productivity? Absolutely. But it's got to be the right routine, you know? It's not about cramming a bunch of stuff in before work. That can be just as stressful as not having a routine at all. It's more about setting the tone for the day. Things like a little bit of exercise, meditation, maybe just a quiet cup of coffee, things that help you feel centered and focused. The key is to do stuff that energizes you, not drains you. What does your ideal morning look like? Or what does it look like now?
What are some simple habits that can boost productivity?
Simple habits. Mm, okay, a couple things come to mind. The 2 minute rule is a good one. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. It prevents little things from piling up. Also, time blocking, scheduling specific blocks of time for specific tasks. And maybe the most important, single tasking. Seriously. Stop trying to juggle a million things at once. Focus on one thing. It's harder than it sounds, I know. Have you tried any of those before?
How important is time management in being productive?
Oh, it's huge, like foundational. Productivity without time management is just chaos. It's not just about getting more done, it's about, getting the right things done and prioritizing effectively. Time management gives you that structure, that control. It helps you identify where your time is actually going and where you might be wasting it. It's the difference between feeling overwhelmed and feeling in control. Make sense?
Okay, my next question is uh, what role does discipline play in productivity?
Discipline. Yeah, that's a big one. It's the glue that holds everything else together. You can have all the best time management techniques in the world, but if you don't have the discipline to actually stick to them, they're useless. It's about building habits, showing up even when you don't feel like it, and resisting distractions. It's not about being rigid, but about having the willpower to stay focused on your goals. It's tough though, right? It's not always easy.
Okay, how can setting goals improve your daily performance?
Okay, so setting goals. That's where things get interesting. Goals give you direction, a uh, a sense of a sense of purpose. They're like a compass pointing you towards where you want to go. When you have clear goals, it's easier to prioritize tasks, make decisions, and stay motivated. And breaking down those big goals into smaller, manageable steps, that's key. It makes the whole thing feel less daunting. It's like instead of saying I want to write a book, you say I'm going to write 500 words today. Makes a huge difference. What kind of goals are you working towards right now?
Is multitasking helpful or harmful for productivity?
Oh, multitasking, the great myth. It's overwhelmingly harmful. Like, seriously. Your brain isn't actually doing two things at once, it's rapidly switching between tasks. And every time it switches, there's a cognitive cost, a little bit of lost focus and efficiency. It makes you more prone to errors, and it takes longer to get things done. Single tasking, focusing on one thing at a time, is almost always the better option. It feels slower at first, maybe, but you end up being way more productive in the long run. It's a trap, honestly.
Okay, how can we avoid procrastination?
Ugh, procrastination. The enemy of productivity. All right, a few things. A few things. Breaking down tasks into smaller steps is huge. It makes them less intimidating. The 5 minute rule is good. Tell yourself you'll just work on something for 5 minutes. Often, once you get started, it's easier to keep going. And this sounds weird, but sometimes allowing yourself to be a little imperfect can help. Don't get paralyzed by trying to make everything perfect right away. Just get something, anything, down on paper. Have you tried any of those? What usually trips you up when you start procrastinating?
Okay, what is
All right.
the best way to prioritize tasks?
Okay. Prioritizing tasks. There are a couple of good methods. The Eisenhower matrix, that's the urgent important matrix, is a classic. Basically, you categorize tasks based on their urgency and importance. Do the important and urgent ones first, schedule the important but not urgent ones, delegate the urgent but not important ones, and eliminate the ones that are neither. Also, just asking yourself, what's the one thing I can do right now that will have the biggest impact can be really helpful. It forces you to focus on the highest leverage activities. Does that make sense?
Okay, how does a clean
Huh?
and organized workspace affect productivity?
Massively. It's not just about aesthetics, though a nice looking space is a bonus, right? A clean, organized workspace reduces distractions. It makes it easier to find things, which saves time and mental energy. It's like a cluttered space equals a cluttered mind. It creates a sense of calm and control, which is conducive to focus and creativity. I hear people talk about Marie Kondoing their desks all the time. Apparently, it works. Is yours conducive to productivity at the moment?
Okay, can taking short breaks improve focus and efficiency?
Absolutely. It's counterintuitive, right? You think you need to just keep grinding, but taking short, regular breaks is essential for maintaining focus and preventing burnout. It gives your brain a chance to rest and recharge. The Pomodoro technique, 25 minutes of focused work followed by a 5-minute break, is a popular method. Stepping away from your computer, stretching, getting some fresh air, those little things can make a huge difference. It's about working smarter, not harder. Do you usually take breaks when you're working?
How does physical health, sleep, diet, exercise impact productivity?
Okay, this is huge. Like often overlooked, but massive. If you're not taking care of your physical health, your productivity is going to suffer. Sleep deprivation impairs cognitive function, makes it harder to focus, make decisions, and be creative. A poor diet leads to energy crashes and brain fog. And lack of exercise, well, it just makes everything harder. It's all interconnected. You can't expect this. Yeah. You can't expect to perform at your best if you're not fueling your body and mind properly. It's basic stuff, but it's easy to let slip, right? Do you feel like you prioritize these things?
Okay. What are some
Yeah.
digital tools and apps that help increase productivity?
Ooh, good question. There are a ton out there. Todoist and Asana are good for task management. Forest is a fun one. It gamifies staying focused by planting a virtual tree that dies if you leave the app. Freedom blocks distracting websites and apps. Evernote or Notion are great for note taking and organization. And of course, Google Calendar is essential for schedule. Really depends on your workflow and what works best for you. It's easy to get bogged down trying to find the perfect tool, though. Sometimes just a simple to do list is enough. Do you use any of those already, or have you
Okay.
tried others?
Okay. My next question is,
You're very well.
okay, right.
Go
How
for it.
can we stay motivated every day?
That's the big one, isn't it? Motivation's fickle, comes and goes. I think a key is to connect your tasks to your bigger goals. Remind yourself why you're doing something. Celebrate small wins. Find an accountability partner. And honestly, sometimes you just have to force yourself to get started, even when you don't feel like it. Momentum builds as you go. It's about creating systems and habits that support your motivation rather than relying on it to just magically appear. What motivates you most, generally?
Okay, thank you very much for giving answer and staying with us. Have a nice day.
Oh, all right. Anytime, really. Glad I could help. You have a good one too. Seriously. Don't forget to, actually take a break now.
Okay, okay, thank you so much. And, to conclude, productivity is not about doing more work, but about doing the right work in a smart way. Small changes in our daily habits can lead to big result over time if we stay focused, manage our time well, and avoid distractions. uh, we can achieve more with less stress. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this discussion helps you improve your daily productivity. Have a great day. Have a great day. Assalamu alaikum.